Howdy, partners in wine. I'm Gitchagumi,
I'm Christy May.
and this is Wine with the Wifey. How's everybody doing tonight?
Only we're drinking coffee.
Yeah, well, there's no wine tonight. Just coffee. No booze. I gotta work tomorrow, and
I drank too much the other day.
yeah, so taking it easy. It's a nice, relaxed, hanging out with the wifey night. How is everybody?
I bet everybody's pretty busy because it's 4th of July weekend.
It is 4th of July weekend, yeah. There's probably a lot of people that are just kind of getting their last minute 4th of July shenanigans taken care of.
I know. I was like, maybe I should get stuff so that I could grill or make a potato salad or, whatever. And then I was just like, man, I'm so tired.
I thought about having ribs for the 4th of July. That'd be pretty tasty.
We do have those chicken kebabs.
Chicken
Bucka bucka? What?
Chicken kebabs would be pretty good. Oops, sorry. We if you're a return member of the audience, you may notice that the camera angle is a little different tonight. We figured out a way to put it right next to the chat, so hopefully we'll be looking at the camera more than in past episodes. I was rewatching some old episodes and noticed that it always looks like we're looking down because the camera was like way up here above the monitor.
Lay down, dude. Leave the fly alone. Oh man, Barley was literally laying down being chill. Now there's damn fly in here.
Yeah, flying about, buzzing around, being a nuisance. And now Barley wants to be involved. So, because he's a little puppy. Oh, the fly juked him.
Yeah, he's confused. He's like, I don't know where it went. It was over here. Is it over there? Maybe it's over here. Not up there.
Little cute dude.
Yeah, unless he's eating my freaking squash.
Well,
plant.
yeah, he's been a nuisance all day today. Tore up the garden. Chasing the cats around.
Being obnoxious, playing with Pierre during tests.
Yeah, playing with the other dogs during tests, making his like shrill, insano sound.
Never heard of any dog do what he does.
Yeah, it's pretty.
But his litter mates all do that too.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody's been complaining about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Everyone else's dog makes good sound, and then they post
the
the video,
the sound.
And it's literally him.
That's crazy. I got it. Oh, there we go. Now I can look and watch the lips and make sure we're all synced up. Yeah, we're all synced up.
I don't know how you can tell.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just like looking at you and, hey, leave it.
But,
there you go, dude. Just lay down, go to sleep. He looks up at me. He's okay.
There we go.
She's talking to me.
What are you talking about, go to sleep? That doesn't make any sense. That's not what Barleys do.
Right.
He's like not even laid down for a nap all day.
No, normally he takes 2 naps. None.
None today.
None.
He took none naps.
So we've been like still busy today, but our kiddo went off to summer camp. So we have like a little break from having a kiddo with us.
Yeah, she took the old trek out to the wilderness with some friends from her club. And now we have a kidless house.
Yeah.
We like came home and went to sleep.
Yeah. For like 4 or 5 hours. Which was good. I didn't barely sleep at all last night. Like I literally fell asleep an hour and a half before I was gonna wake up.
Yeah. You were up all night, and I had a terrible nightmare.
I had a nightmare too.
Yeah. I tried to tell you about my nightmare. I think you fell asleep. But it was...
I couldn't really understand what you were talking about.
Yeah.
You weren't very coherent either.
Oh, no?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was not a good one.
Anybody die in your nightmare?
Lots of people.
Lots of people died?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, we all got locked in an auditorium by some Russian... Like, we were in a peacekeeping mission in Russia with, like, working with a Russian partner, and they locked us all in an auditorium without any weapons or anything, and then just came in and massacred us.
Sheesh.
Yeah, and I was just laying there hoping that I didn't catch a stray bullet or something, pretending to be dead.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, not a pleasant dream.
It's gotta be some, like, time of the year where you were deployed and something crazy happened. Because your brain remembers those types of things.
I mean, this is... let's see, July. I don't think... It might have been when I deployed on my first deployment. I got over there in July, maybe. I don't know.
You don't remember when you got there?
I know I left in February.
But you time traveled and it took you that long to get there until July?
No. I left Iraq in February.
Oh.
And I was there for 5 months, so that doesn't work out. My other deployments, I was pretty much there over the summer. I was there, like, my second deployment was 12 months, and then...
Well, yeah, it could be that deployment triggering you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that we were talking to each other.
Yeah. Yep, that's the one that we met on.
Yeah, so if any of you guys don't know, so we met around, I don't know, May, June, like 12 years ago. Yeah, 12 years ago. But and we were definitely talking through July about whatever, just random. I think I was just talking to him about, like, horrible dates I went on, like weird stuff that happened in my day, weird stuff at work.
Yep.
Chrissy Gumi.
Yeah, when she was just a little baby.
Yep. And then it was like August, I think, when we actually met in person. Beginning of August, I think. Maybe mid-August.
Yeah.
I just remember you went back for like a month.
Yeah. Well, I know it was October when we came home. It was the end of October.
Well, I know you got there and you sent me flowers from over there.
Yeah.
For my birthday.
So yeah, it would have been probably around mid-August that I came home and met you in person. I had planned to go to Australia for mid-tour leave on that deployment.
Did you already have your plane tickets and everything?
Well, I wouldn't have needed plane tickets, but I had to get my passport, which I was like 2 steps away from getting, because all you had to do was bring legal a picture, like one of the little passport pictures, and then they do the rest of it for you. But then I met you, and then I decided just to go home to Minnesota to see you. So
But you didn't know I was in Minnesota until like right before leave.
Yeah.
It takes that fast to get a passport?
I don't know. I mean, I had to go to the legal office and turn in my stuff. They made it seem like I'd have a passport in time, but I just didn't go turn it in because I decided I was going to come meet you. So.
And then you didn't spend a lot of time with me.
No.
You like ditched me.
Well, I had a lot of issues. Still have a lot of issues, but had a lot of issues back then. Just all the social anxiety and not really trusting myself.
Did you see Crazy Emma when you were home on leave?
Not that time, no.
Good. Used to beat her there.
No, she was busy with her life. I don't even know what she was doing. I don't remember.
Screwing somebody over.
Probably. Or trying to learn some new thing to try and make money with. She could never get a job, so she was always trying to like sell crafts or be a musician or something. Which I thought was funny because she didn't have any sort of musical training when I met her. But then she spent a lot of time with me and a lot of time with my other music friends, and then she just decided that she wanted to identify as a musician.
No, it's just living through other people vicariously.
Yeah.
Basically. She creates her own identity that way.
She got a drum kit and like learn how to play. She was left-handed and she's learning how to play a right-handed drum set.
That makes no sense.
Well, it's called open style, like the drummer for Dave Matthews Band does it. Because normally when you play, your right hand does like the fast movement, which is like the hi-hat. You do your eighth notes on the hi-hat, and then your quarter notes on the snare, which is closed position because your arms are crossed. But if you're open position and your hi-hat's over here and your snare is here, it opens you up. It makes some things faster, some transitions faster to do. It's got pros and cons. Both ways have pros and cons. But if you're left-handed and you learn how to play open, one of the pros is you can sit down at pretty much any drum set and play it, because most drum sets are set up for right-handed people.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like being Bill Staines and learning how to play a right-handed guitar upside down, and then you don't have to buy a specially made left-handed guitar. You just play a right-handed guitar upside down.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then my dad goes to your concert and tries to figure out how to play a song, and he can't figure it out because everything's upside down.
Yeah, I can never understand how people like can watch somebody on a guitar and be like, oh, they're doing this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they can just watch somebody and like do the same. I'm just like, I can't even make my fingers do that.
I mean, if you're familiar with the chord patterns, then it gets easy. Got fireworks going on outside.
Yeah, we do.
It's crazy.
Where do you think it's coming from?
It sounds pretty close. It's got to be on.
Well, yeah, but it's got to be. I was wondering what street.
Oh, probably Alamance. The Troublemakers.
Yes. That, and I've heard that Atlantic Court is like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Isn't that
up by like the school?
That's where Chrissy Gumi's other friend lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty trash over there.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
He's asleep now.
Good. Little puppy's zonkered out.
Mm-hmm. Or at least he's just laying there with his staring off in the distance or something. He's just laying there with his head down.
His eyes just like staring off. Like, well, nobody's yelling at me, so I guess I'll just keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to work tomorrow, which is super cool.
Yeah, and I have a whole bunch of homework. So
And I'm
that's
on
super
call
cool.
Monday, which is
And you're on call on Monday. Yeah.
super duper cool.
Super cool that I can only eat soft foods on 4th of July because then the next day I'm doing a liquid diet because on our anniversary they're gonna like go down my throat and look up my butt again.
With a camera.
Mm-hmm. With a camera.
She's doing butt stuff on her anniversary.
Ridiculous.
Up in here.
You think so? It's
Yeah.
probably just the coffee.
No, I think it's that it actually warmed up.
Or it could sometimes I get warmer in this area of the house.
That's true. You do have us open the window quite often.
I'm just glad that animals aren't freaking out with the fireworks.
Yeah, usually they do. Like especially Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
He's usually going crazy, barking at the world,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get everybody to shut up. He's a grumpy old man dog.
He is. And Viva's just an old girl.
Yeah, Viva's just the old lady, and Pierre's a grumpy old man.
I feel like this is going to be a short stream for me because I am so exhausted.
Yeah, it's been like a really exhausting week, I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm just constantly like, well, I did a whole bunch of cooking and baking this week. I don't normally do that much.
Which we, speaking for Chrissy Gumi, we really appreciate. I know I do anyway.
Because you're like, I can have good food for a change.
Yep. And I don't have to cook. Then constantly be ridiculed how my cooking turns out.
I do cook things that are much different than you when I think about it. You know.
Well, yeah. Your cooking is way more elevated than mine is. Like if I cook anything that's beyond a piece of meat with some spices and a simple vegetable, it's like hit or miss whether it's even going to be successful or not.
It's true. Sometimes I do complain on your meat cooking.
Yeah. But that's only when it's stuff that I'm not like familiar with.
I mean, your steaks sometimes are bad, sometimes are good. Like you can't really tell what's going to happen.
Well, that just depends. If I make it reverse sear, then it's generally good. I'm pretty good at that process. But if we try to do something different, like use the air fryer or cook it on a stovetop, then there's no consistency because I don't have as much practice with those methods.
You only reversed sear like a couple times.
I did it a lot in Washington. Every time we had steak for like 2 years, I did reverse sear.
I don't think it was like that much better though.
Oh, I liked it because it was a uniform temperature all the way through the steak instead of having, because if you do it like on a grill or on the pan, even if you cook it like medium rare or medium, you have like a band of well done where the heat is on the steak, because you still got to get the whole steak cooked. But if you heat it up in the oven first and then sear it, then just the crust is well done and the rest of it is the
You can also sear it
temperature you were aiming for.
and then plop it in the oven.
Yeah, there's that option also. I just like it because it's easy to be super consistent with it, because you heat it up to your temperature in the oven and then you put it on the high heat skillet to sear the outside, versus high heat oven so it starts cooking and then you put it in the oven Guess if you had a meat probe either way, it
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
wouldn't matter.
Which
then,
you generally have a meat probe because you're like all anal retentive like
But
that.
then you have to, if you put it in the oven after searing it, you still have to let it rest after you pull it out of the oven. Whereas with the reverse sear, you pull it out of the oven, let it rest, then sear it, and you can serve it immediately after searing it, so it's still piping hot. That's what I like about the reverse sear. The rest happens in the middle of the cooking.
I feel like we should watch like a movie that we haven't seen for a long time, like Strange Brew or... Oh, I have to watch like 2 films for my English.
Yeah?
I only have like however much longer for class.
Are they specific films you gotta watch?
They're off of a list or like in the time frame or something like that. She said that most of the films are on either HBO Max or Turner Classic Movie.
Okay. Well, we have HBO. We could do that.
Yeah, it makes me wonder about the people that like don't have cable anymore but don't have like the apps for, you know, different things. So what are they gonna do? Find something on YouTube?
I mean,
that hopefully is decent quality
or
for the whole film.
Go to one of those pirate sites and just pirate it.
It's been a long time since we pirated anything like that.
Yeah, well, it's because we like to be on the up and up. Being creators of intellectual property ourselves.
I wouldn't say we're intellectual.
No, but
that much.
It's still intellectual property.
I don't
really see anybody stealing clips from our streams, though.
I don't either. We look like bumbling idiots.
I don't think so. I think we do a pretty good job considering it's not scripted and it's really just talking to people. I think if you tune in at a point like this where neither of us have been drinking and there's nobody in chat, you could maybe say, wow, these two are kind of awkward. But I think still we do a pretty good job at filling the space and just continuing a conversation of some kind.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we check out.
I check out a lot. I'm so tired all the time.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It happens. But there's a reason we get, like, when people do come in, even if they come in at this part of the stream, they stay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's because I'd like to think we're entertaining.
Well, we give them attention.
Yeah. I mean, it's a form of entertainment.
Yeah, Chrissy Gumi thinks so, you know? She wants us
to
entertain her.
All the time. I'm bored. Okay. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Sounds like your problem. I'm not bored.
I mean, I'm sure I whined about being bored when I was a kid, but I don't, my memory, I don't really remember that. Like, I do remember Kevin whining about it. And Debbie, she generally was like off somewhere and we had to go find her. So
yeah, I remember Ian whining about it. He's the only person in my friend group I remember whining about it. The rest of us, I might have whined about it a little bit to my dad. I remember him saying it sounds like a personal problem a lot when I was a kid, but I don't think it was because I was whining about being bored.
It's probably because you wanted something.
It's either I wanted something or I was like hungry or I was cold. There's like some other. I was never bored because I was never bored as a kid. I always found something to do, found some way to entertain myself.
I always entertained myself. Like, I think back and, if I wasn't doing chores, I had those like animal books or whatever that you
Oh,
get
yeah,
from,
yeah, yeah.
you know,
From the library?
n-
Or no, the yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. The
one where
little
it's like the panda sticker.
yeah,
Yeah.
the little magazine
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
So we had those. My dad had like a ton of Reader Digests. So I used to read those. At some point, I was like really into reading. I discovered I really liked reading and I didn't really care what it was. So, like,
I just heard the oh, they're back. Okay.
weird.
Somebody
Okay.
pulled the cable out.
Mm.
It's weird.
Look at Stormy. She's just like, I'd like some water, but they're all full up there. Like, go back to sleep, dude. Nichols is busy looking out the window. He could hear the popping sound.
Yeah.
Something going on over there. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Nobody's touching anything.
I'm gonna go check wires.
Viva wants in the crate. Look, how do I get in there? Viva, you want in there? Look, well, guess I'm gonna climb up onto this thing. Pillow that's stuck through the crate. She loves that pillow though. It must be really comfy on her hips. Now I'm gonna climb onto this blanket and get to my pillow. Is it fine?
I think so. I mean, the power cable was a little loose. I don't think it should have come undone like that. It was bizarre.
Yeah, so anyway, I used to just read like whatever. Like, I remember when my Aunt June lived with us, she was really into like ghosts and stuff. Oh, hey, Mom.
Delicious. I love Mongolian
What did you get
barbecue.
there? I remember my Aunt June had this book about talking to dead people, and I
The
read
Sixth
it.
Sense?
It was kind of like that. It wasn't called that,
No.
but it was something like it gave you like ideas of like what the dead do on the other side and how there's like a limbo and like all sorts of weird stuff and how you should like pay attention in your life for like signs of activity from the other side, and that if you just left your tape recorder just recording while you went about your day and then went back and listened to it, a lot of times you can hear people talking on your tape. Really freaked me out.
Like EVPs or whatever they're
Yeah, like
called?
EVPs, yeah. Fried chicken, fried rice, egg rolls. You went to an Oriental place for fried chicken, like you could get that at KFC.
But the egg rolls, you can't get the egg rolls at KFC, and those are like the best part.
True.
I'm all about those egg rolls.
I'm surprised Mom wanted egg rolls because she says she doesn't do well with cabbage.
Maybe they're cabbage-free egg rolls.
Speaking of cabbage, I need to shred up our cabbage so I can make some sauerkraut.
I'm excited about that.
Apparently, it's a process. So
Yeah.
you like stuff it full of the shredded cabbage with some like pickling salt or whatever. And then you fill it up with some water, some hot water. And then weird.
You put hot water.
Oh, you put hot water in it, and then you cover it. And after about a week, you check it and to see if it's tangy yet. Otherwise, you like make sure like you pull off any of like the moldy film and stuff like that. And then you continue fermenting it for like another week or two and just do the same thing over and over. That's what I was thinking, Mom, that there was probably a KFC in Woodbury. And then when it's finally like fermented enough, then you do the whole water bath thing where like you boil the water,
Oh,
you
really?
submerge it,
Interesting.
and then it, creates the pressure or whatever. And that's how you preserve the sauerkraut.
Oh, geez.
You made it, dude. You made it.
He's like, I figured it out. Give me some coffee. You guys don't got booze tonight? What the heck?
Sniffles. And then kind of the same thing for the green beans. You basically just put a bunch of green beans in your jar. You cut the ends off of them. That's how I would do. You can leave the ends on if you want. Hi. And then put some pickling salt and some water in it. And then just water bath it up and it's done.
Nice.
It tastes like canned green beans, like that you get in the store.
The sauerkraut tastes like canned green beans?
No, I was talking about the green beans.
Oh. I was distracted by Sniffles.
Buddy. Yeah, he loves it. He loves the pets. He was laying with me on the couch. It was pretty cold in our house. And he was all snuggled up with me. He was like, oh, I just want to stay warm, Mom. Look at his face. He's like, that feels good. I love that. Oh.
Well, with my new free time that I've had since I'm not in school anymore,
I've been doing school for me.
Well, I've been doing school for you, but I've been really working on trying to get the hey, Ruckers.
Hey,
I've been trying to get the TikTok and the Instagram and all that stuff with some content on it. So expect more of that. I'm going to be making more highlights and stuff like that, throwing them out there. Maybe we'll get some folks from that in the stream. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll have to get a highlight of Sniffles just sneezing all over everything.
Yeah. Oh, or hitting his head.
He's like, how do I get out of here? Oh, Ruckers. Here, he's going to just lay down.
Flop. Aw. See, this is why we need a kitty cam.
Yeah, because he's so cute. Look at his little feet.
Yeah.
I wonder what Snort would have been like if we were streaming. If he'd be like all up on...
Oh, he'd be in the middle of it. He'd like find a way to like just have his face just on the camera. Nothing else.
He was such a diva.
Yeah. He'd figure it out. He'd be like, well, this camera here just records people? Okay. He just put his face in it.
No.
Sniffles,
You got
what are
itchy
you
ear?
doing?
Oh, his hind foot was stuck to his hair.
Ah.
Well, that was an experience. I see you, Sniffles. I see you. Let's move this away from you so that way you're not buzzing the dog.
Not zapping the dog.
Yeah, what? Why'd you do that?
I was going to use that as a pillow. Hello.
His face, he looks so disgruntled. I'm contemplating if I need another like mug of coffee. If I should just have a soda.
I went with the soda because I feel like the coffee doesn't always quench my thirst. Like it does good with giving me some energy, but I feel like I'm still thirsty after I drink coffee.
I
I might switch over to a glass of water after this soda, honestly.
I have a bottle of water still over by the couch. Tasted good. Typically, water sits really heavy in my stomach,
Yeah.
and it reminds me of having a headache.
Oh. I could see that because that's usually when you drink just straight water is when you have a headache. You're just trying to get rid of
Hydrate,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And like it reminds me of like feeling nauseous because then I have migraine and I'm nauseous. It's just a really bad situation.
I could see that being the case.
His whole belly is so greasy looking.
He just had a bath not that long ago.
I feel like he doesn't wash himself very well,
I mean, he's old guy.
I should probably give him a bath more often. Brush him. Definitely brush him.
Definitely brush him more often because he gets those mats in his haunches.
Yeah, he'll be pissed off.
I think eventually he'll. If we brushed him every day, he would eventually just be like, okay, this is okay.
If we trained him like Snort and gave him treats.
Yeah. Snort loved being brushed. He loved being just groomed and having attention paid to him in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, I'd give him a bath, blow dry him. He'd just lay there and fall asleep. It was great for him. And then remember when we had to give him the medicine and we would like put the food in the shower for him? So then every time you went to the bathroom, he thought he was getting in the shower to get treats, but then you'd like start your shower and he'd be jumping in with you.
Yep.
Where's my food?
This guy jumped in the shower with me like a month ago.
Yeah, I think he's paying attention to what to what Stormy and Dahlia do.
Yeah.
Because when I went to go wash my hair the other day, all three of them came in there with me.
Yeah, I think he likes them.
Yeah.
He likes hanging out with them.
I think he gets like, divided up because he wants to hang out with them, but also he wants to hang out with me. And I'm not up there ever.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, part of me is like, I want to put the laundry away so we can use the bed, but then another part of me is like, there's just no point because anytime we go up there anymore, I don't get any sleep because the dogs are always so crazy, and like, Barley's not at the point where we can leave him down here and he'll just be quiet.
Right.
So.
Well, and I feel like if we got them used to laying up there, it wouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah.
But for me, my knee hurts so bad that I hate going up and down the stairs.
There's that too. We just need to have a single story home, and a home that we own, so we don't have to worry about all the other nonsense. Uh-oh. Internal temp too high. That's weird.
Sorry, everybody. The camera just went out. It says the temperature's too high for it. I wonder if it's because maybe the ring light. Oh. That is a weird thing. Oh, we're back. Yep. I thought it was plugged into something so that it wouldn't use the
things like when the microphone is unplugging and everything. Still says it's plugged in.
Sniffles. All right, we're back again and again. Sniffles is trying to escape from Gitch. Like, don't get the mats on me. You can brush me, but don't do that. He's very interested in where you went, though. He's like looking around.
He's like, what happened? He's like, I was just laying on the table. Now I'm over here, and some fur was pulled off my shoulder. What in the heck is going on?
He's trying to wash his paw, but he just fell over sideways.
Yeah, he's got some balance issues.
It's from being a little Persian cat.
Yep. That's why he doesn't like jump up in the cat tree very often these days, I feel like.
You know what? I'm very shocked that with how PC the culture is, that they haven't tried to change the name for Persian and Himalayan cats.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of like the region they're from, though, isn't it?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Like, I don't think
Cats originate. Oh, from
he is a
Iran.
sweetheart. Yeah, Persian. That's Persia.
Oh. Mesopotamia, later called Persia, which is now modern day Iran.
They probably don't want to call him Iranian.
Right. Rutgers, they said, was ragdoll.
Yeah.
Let's see, where did Himalayan cats come from?
Probably the Himalayas.
Thailand.
Yeah. Himalayas.
Iran, United States, and Thailand. Are Himalayan cats from the Himalayas? Let's clear up the common misconception. The Himalayan cat is not from the Himalayas.
Liars.
Nor are they named after the Asian mountain range. It's earned its name from the Himalayan rabbit, to which it bears a striking resemblance.
Oh, interesting.
I've never seen a Himalayan rabbit, so...
I've not either. But if any name needs to be changed, it's that one, because it's racist against rabbits.
Yeah. The ragdoll, yeah. And she's really flopsy like one.
They're appropriating the Himalayan rabbit culture.
Really?
Yeah, the Himalayan cat. It's cat privilege.
Cat privilege. According to the ASPCA, there's rumors that Himalayan cats descended from the Pallas's cat, which is a wild small cat from Central Asia with long fur, no spots or stripes. And then British and North America breeders became interested in achieving the Siamese pointed Persian cat, which is like the most popular looking one.
That's the one that Scruffles was.
Yeah. Siamese were used to develop the Himalayan, it says.
That makes sense.
Oh, I would love a Scottish fold cat.
Yeah, I think they're freaking adorable.
That's what this cat looks like, Stormy.
Yeah, it does. That's what Lyric has. He's got 2 of those.
Look at them.
Yeah.
You could get a Munchkin one, but they typically don't have good bowel control.
Well, they also got a lot of other medical problems.
Yeah.
Bad backs and whatnot.
Mhm. There's a Thai cat. That's like the face shape of Discord.
Yeah.
Her mom was part Siamese.
That makes sense. They're like the little Siamese twins.
An old cat breed.
The Thai cat?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Korat.
How can you tell if your cat is a Korat? It is characterized by smooth curved lines. The nose will have a slight downward curve to it. Strong and well-developed jaws. Well, doesn't tell us anything.
Nope.
Here's Stormy.
It's quite simple. You just need to study cat anatomy for
Yeah.
10 years and become an expert, and then you can identify your cat breed. It's easy.
Timmy was a Siamese cat. He didn't like anybody but my grandpa.
Yeah.
I had a fancy dress. I think my mom made the dress for me, but it had a bell in its hem. So probably just to like figure out where it was.
Yeah.
And anyway, I'd be like playing around on the couch, and I remember Timmy would be like, "Gotcha!" and he'd like claw my leg and everything.
Oh, geez.
Because he was all interested in what's going on with the bell.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because all the cat toys have bells, especially back then.
Yeah.
Like every cat toy had a bell.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember he had these little balls with the bells in them that he played with.
Yep. Stormy was chasing a fly earlier today. It was cool to see her play. She hasn't done that in a while. And then I was like, you know what? We should probably like play with her. Like bring the feather toy out and just... Because she's always up in our room. I bet you if we went up there and played with her, she'd love it.
Yeah, he was. He was always scratching me. I distinctly remember him scratching me one time, and it was really painful, and I cried. Like, I can remember myself being on the couch, and I was wearing like a red and white dress. And like looking down at my legs, I had that like kid chubby legs.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably pretty young.
Yeah, it would have been. I remember I was trying to get our cat Molly when I was a kid. I was not very nice to that cat as a young child, but she was hiding under the chair in my parents' room, and so I went crawling under there, and she like went Gah! And grabbed onto the side of my head and like started biting the top of it. And I was like, I started screaming. And I was like trapped under the chair, my arms flailing. And my mom was like, "What's going on?" My dad was like, "Well, that's right. You got to leave the cat alone."
We used to tell Kevin that. Kevin was notorious for going after the cats. Like, they'd just be on their way to getting some water or some food, and he'd be like, "I'm gonna go grab it," you know? And like, we'd be like, "Kevin, stop touching the cats. Just leave them alone. You're grounded from touching the cats." Yeah, Sammy was the black cat that my mom had before I was born.
Hmm.
He was like a little shadow.
Little shadow cat.
Yeah, he was. He'd follow me all over the place. I remember he would just lay on top of the couch and he'd like sunbathe. And then he didn't mind if I petted him during that time. Sometimes when cats sunbathe, they get crazy. But he wasn't like that.
That's they're charging up their batteries.
Yeah.
Taking the power from the sun.
I need to charge up my battery.
Yeah, you ready to call it for the night?
I think so.
Okay.
I think the people can just enjoy their 4th of July weekend, and we will catch you on the next week.
Until next time, well, let me do this first.
Yeah, you never do it first. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Until next time, pour on.
Have I become a little too shy for love? I've been hurt before. All's fair in love and war. So I'll snuggle up close to the shell I'm living in. And if I let you in, another round begins. No, I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side.
Should I be scared? The feeling's so different now. You got me floating here, a feather in the air. Oh, but when the wind blows, will I tumble or sail away? Or would you have me stay? And what if I escape? I know
I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side, by your side. I'm not afraid. We found something that'll never fade. We can be ourselves and figure out the rest along the way. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side?